Welcome to Chalk Talk, Danville Public Schools weekly news magazine. I'm Diane Locker, your host. We've got a really exciting show for you this week because we're going to be with some teachers that are standing here with me now, and we're going to be talking with some middle school students. You may think you know what middle school students are doing, but you're going to be really surprised when you find out what these kids are doing here at Westwood Middle School. I'm going to start off by talking to these three teachers that I have here with me because they are the sponsors of a program called
Care Club.
Care Club. Mm-hmm. And you are?
I am Hope Abernathy.
Hope Abernathy. Ms. Brandon?
Yes, Lakeisha Brandon.
Okay, it's a test and I failed. Roland, Ms. Roland.
Sarah Rowland.
Sarah Rowland. Okay. How many students are involved in this?
Right now we have, I would say, close to 20.
20 students. Mm-hmm. What grade levels?
All the way through our school, so 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Now, how did these students become involved? Did you pick them? Did they decide they want to be part of it? How did it go?
They decided that they wanted to be a part of it.
Okay. Now, I understand that you have financing with Middle Borders Forward.
Correct.
Now, tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so what they did is we went and we met with them and we had to apply for the money, and it's the 500. Is it? Mm-hmm. So they were going to give us, it's kind of like a scholarship. It's $500, and so they're going to help us receive $500, and it's purchasing luggage and other items for our care club to do a certain project that we're
Now, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to get back to that project and what you're going to be using that $500 for. But I want everyone in the audience to remember as we're going through this, we're going to be asking you to be involved in this also, just like these students are involved in it. And we're going to be, let's say, having fundraising for the whole month of October. So be sure to listen up and be part of what these kids are doing. Now, Hope, the goals of the Care Club. Mm-hmm. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes.
Care Club.
Care Club.
All right. The Care Club, when you started out, what was the idea about having the Westwood Care Club?
So we started this actually last year, and we started it in the middle of the year. And the idea was to show our students in the community as them being more than just what we hear about.
Yes.
So these students, they are not what you hear about in the media. They are good kids. They are helping in their communities. They're talking in their communities. They're doing what they need to do around the schools. So we started this club so we could give them an opportunity to give back to the community they live in.
But I think it's also a good teaching lesson to get these students involved in the community and do what we call
Absolutely.
community service. For lack of a better word, that's what you always hear. And you had a really good point there when you said these kids are not like what you always hear about them being. What we're going to see here today are kids that, sounds like I'm paraphrasing, but care.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me about the $500 and about the luggage and why that particular project.
So we have, because we live in the city schools, we have kids in our schools right now who are foster children. Okay. And what we've learned about foster children is they are taken out of their homes sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes unexpectedly, and they just do not have time to prepare and get themselves ready. They don't have proper luggage to pack their things. So what happens is they end up putting all of their things in a trash bag.
I read that and I thought, situation's bad enough, but when you take all my stuff and throw it in the trash bag, it makes it seem a little bit worse.
Absolutely.
So what you're going to do is replace the trash bags?
Correct. So we're going to replace the trash bags for these kids, but we want to go even further than that. We want to give them something comforting. So not only are they able to put their things in luggage, suitcases, duffel bags, book bags, they're also able to have a little something comforting there. So we're requesting for stuffed animals to be there for the younger children, books for them to have to read when they get to these strange locations that they don't even know.
I saw also that you were looking for toiletries. Now, when you say you're looking for toiletries, are you looking for full size or the things like you get in hotels?
Either or. Like I said, some are going to provide the full size, some are going to get the hotel size. It doesn't really matter. We're just trying to make sure the kid has something within their luggage instead of just going and they don't have any toiletries.
I'm one of those crazy people that like to steal the soap and everything from the hotels and have quite a collection of soap and that type of stuff. So you are looking for that, and I could donate that.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Now, in addition to raising money, you want backpacks,
Correct.
luggage. What other things
This-
that we could donate?
Okay, so the stuffed animals, the books. We also are asking for people to donate non-perishable food items because, again, some of these children are taken out of their homes unexpectedly, sometimes in the middle of the night. And imagine that happening to you, having to go to a strange place, but you're able to have something comforting to eat, to snack on that you like. So trail mix, peanut butter crackers, peanuts, those kinds of things.
But you want these things to be, you don't want a whole jar of peanut butter. You
No,
want,
absolutely not. Not a
Yeah.
whole jar of peanut butter. No, we want the snack packs that maybe you would pack in your child's lunchbox, or something you would grab really quickly and stuff in your pocket on the way to work to eat. But something that these children can have to eat when they're not in such a great feeling.
If I don't have those types of things, can I donate money to you for you to purchase these things, or are you looking for people just to donate the items?
We'll be glad to take a monetary donation because a lot of times people will donate things and then it's like, oh, we don't have enough. We have more luggage, but we don't have the items that we need. Those toiletries, those stuffed animals, those books, and then maybe those small little snack items. So your money is always, that'll be helpful. Even maybe a gift card to Walmart would be great.
That's a thought. And when you talk about this luggage and these stuffed animals, what about gently used things? Is that okay?
Yes, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Right.
It's exactly what we're looking
You're not
for.
looking for items of clothing or that type of thing?
Not at the time. I mean, the children, they're able to pack their clothes. So they do have some things that they're packing. So now, am I going to turn it down? Absolutely not. I'll take what I can get because, again, we're talking about these children who are being taken out of their homes. They're taken away from everything they know, everything that's comforting to them.
Let me ask you, which agency in the city are you working with in order to have these kind of contacts to know where these children are?
We are working with Alliance Human Services. So they are a nonprofit organization. And we are working with them, and we'll be delivering and packing the goods with our students and taking them.
Now, are the students ever going to get the opportunity to meet the children that receive these?
Unfortunately, they can't actually meet the students or the children personally, just because of legality.
Confidentiality.
Correct.
Yes.
However, we have arranged for them to meet and talk to someone who is aged out of the foster system, so they can give them an idea of what it's like.
Okay. Now, started out saying I was going to ask you about certain goals and things. If you have ultimate goals for what we've been talking about, what would that be? What is your ultimate goal?
I was telling my students earlier, we want to have about 80 bags. That's what we said our goal was. And I said, we have a teacher on each floor who will handle the receiving of the luggage and all that. I said, but wouldn't it be nice if we had to move them out of their rooms? Because we didn't have enough room. I want to fill the building.
You want to
Let's
fill the
fill the
building.
building.
Fill the building. I've heard of fill the bus. This is going to be
Fill the building.
This is going to be fill the building. All right. Now, what I want to ask, we've got some of your students here that are participating, not all of them, and I think it's important for everyone to realize this is after school, and everyone has stayed here today, so if someone's eating, they don't eat during class, they eat because it's after school. What are they doing here today?
So today they are working on posters to put up around the school building so we can put it out in our other students' faces to let them know we want you to bring this stuff into us as well. So if you have stuffed animals at home that you no longer want to hold on to, please bring them to us. And we're going to do that by putting up these posters and covering the walls of this school to let them know we're doing this.
Now, how else are you reaching out, other than what we're doing here with the TV show? How else are you reaching out to the community to help them be part of this?
We've been working with Ann Moore Sparks, who handles the media relationship with Danville Public Schools. So we're putting it out on Facebook, we're putting it out on Twitter, we're putting it out in the newspaper, we're putting it out there where we can know people see it and get the information.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out here and talk to some of the kids and see what these posters are looking like.
Go for it.
So I'll get back to you.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Acacia Fitzgerald.
What grade?
6th grade.
6th grade?
Shirley Edmond, I'm in 6th grade.
Bianca Oviedo, I'm in 6th grade.
You're in 6th grade. All right, tell me about this poster.
Okay, so it's me right here. I have this leftover book bag that I had for 5th grade.
Okay, so you're going to give your 5th grade book bag. Is that what you're saying? Good.
And this is a girl that's saying thank you. And there's going to be some more children right there saying thank you so much. And there's going to be shoes in there, books.
Got all the good stuff.
Stuffed
You know
animals,
what? I like
conditioners.
this. You want to read that for me?
Helping people is our job.
Do you really feel that way?
Yes.
How does it make you feel to help people?
It makes me feel happy for helping other children from being taken away from their homes. Because I have a whole lot of stuffed animals, bears, and different items that I can give away.
So you'll give up your stuffed animals to them. That's neat. That is very neat. What is this right here?
If you give something to someone, it's not just going to make them happy because it is going to make you happy too.
Okay, so you get joy. What you're saying is you're getting joy out of giving to them. Now, where does this poster go? Where are you going to put it?
We're going to put it somewhere where the 8th graders, 7th graders, and 6th graders, where they can see it.
And they can help other children too.
Now, let me ask you one more question. Why did you get involved in this program?
To help other children without being with their parents. They're not around. They don't have a lot of stuff to give. Don't have enough stuff to have, but I can give something away.
That's super. That is super. Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Now, you're 8th grader.
Yes.
8th grader. Okay. Name?
My name is Caroline Holbrook.
Abigail Perez.
All right. Tell me, first off, why are you involved in this program?
I'm involved in this program because I feel like it's really important as 8th graders that we show the 6th graders and 7th graders that we are, be influencers to them.
But don't you think you also not only influence people in the school, don't you think it looks good in the community too?
Yeah, Westwood is primarily shown as not that good, but we really want to show the better side of Westwood.
That's good. You look like the better side. Now, how about you? Why are you in this program?
I always wanted to help somebody, so I joined this to help out.
Why do you want to help somebody? What does that do for you?
It makes me feel good to know that I'm helping somebody out.
That's good. Now, this is going to be, what's going to happen here? This is your poster?
Yeah, we've already done that one over there, and so this will be our second one.
Let's take this one and put it on the camera, and you can tell me about it. Okay, tell me about this. This is Care Luggage poster. Mm-hmm. These are the teachers, and that's who you bring your items to. What does this say down here?
It says, Care Club is collecting supplies to benefit foster children in the community. And it starts October 1st, and we will be collecting luggage, books, stuffed animals, and new toiletries.
For the whole month of October?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now, tell me about your poster. I can see here that you're saying the Care Club is helping foster children with luggage. Now, do you understand why they need the luggage?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because foster children are leaving homes without luggage, and they need clothes, food, and they need toiletries. So when they go to their destination, they have everything they need.
Yeah, makes you feel a little bit more comfortable to have the things that belong to you. Now, why did you get involved in Care Club?
Because I think that we should help others, because if we were in that situation, we would want to be helped as well.
That is a very good way to look at it. Very good way to look at it. Now, are you going to be able to give some things? I've heard some of the other people talk about they've got all kinds of stuffed animals and things like that. Are you going to part with any of your stuffed animals?
Yes, ma'am. I already have some bag in the house. I was just waiting till when we started collecting, and I'm gonna bring them next week on Monday.
Good for you. Good for you. Tell me why you got involved in the club.
I joined the care club to help people in the community and help other people that need help. I also joined the care club because my friend was joining, and I think it's a nice club to join.
Doesn't it make you feel good to know that you've done something for someone else?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And it makes you look good too. Ms. Abernathy, talking with the students is really, it's neat. Everybody thinks they know what middle school students are like.
Absolutely.
But every single one of the students that I asked, why are you doing this? They said because it made them feel good. I was surprised in talking to some of them, talking about all the stuffed animals they have at home that they are going to give. And one young lady was showing me her poster, and she says, I have I think she said slightly used 5th grade backpack. And she showed me everything that was going to be in it. So they're into it. This is a voluntary club.
Correct.
And I asked, why did you join this? And they said, because they wanted to do things for other people. So no matter what happens, you've met that goal.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what was important. You know, we say our goal is 80 bags,
Yes.
so we can impact 80 children. But it's not just about that, right? We're not just impacting 80 foster children. We're impacting everyone that's in this school that's donating, every student that's involved in this club. They're impacted as well, and hopefully their families.
Their families, but also that makes this school more of a family. As they are reaching out. These posters that they're doing today are to be hung here in Westwood.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And as I said previously, these students, they know there are foster children in our school right now. They're sitting in their classrooms with them. So this hits home. They know this. They know this children who are being taken out of their homes.
But don't you think it also makes it real? It makes it real. It makes the hurt of someone else more real to them.
Right.
And that's what we want. We want human beings, adults and children that have empathy for other people.
Right, exactly. We want them to be an impact and make a good impact on the community.
Yeah.
This is a community that gives to them, and they're going to be the future. I tell them all the time, you are tomorrow's leaders.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we need to set you up to be the correct leader.
And I think it's a wonderful job that you and the other teachers are doing, and I want to congratulate you on that. But what I think we really need to do now is I'm getting ready to close the show. One more time, what is it that you would like to say to the community is how they can help you in this classroom of students?
We want our students to have an impact on this community and see that this community cares about them, so they can also show that they care for the community that's giving to them. We want to be able to show foster children that, yes, you may be taken out of a bad situation, but here is something comforting for you. You're not having to put your things in a trash bag to feel like you're being thrown away. We want our students to see the impact they're having and know that they're making positive changes within their community.
And how can they help you?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, please bring luggage that you have at home that you know you're not going to use anymore. Maybe it's too small for you to bring. Be perfect size for a child. If it doesn't work for you anymore and you want something bigger or better, great. Bring what you have to us that you're no longer going to use. If you have books at home that your children have outgrown and you want to bring them, you don't know what to do with them, and we all hate having yard sales, right? So why have a yard sale? Bring it to us. We'll take it. Stuffed animals, anything that you know will make a child feel comfortable when they are in a situation that's not comfortable.
Now, when you said bring it to us, you mean bring it to Westwood Middle School?
Correct. Bring it to Westwood Middle School. I have already alerted the office. Be on the lookout. They're coming. Like I said, we want to fill this school. Wouldn't it be awesome if I had to say to the custodians here in the building, listen, we need a closet because we need to, we need to hang all these things or hold all these things. We want our students to see that they've done this. They have impacted this. This wasn't me. They're the ones doing it.
We've talked a lot about why these students are involved in this. The one thing that we haven't said that I think that is very important is think of that child that is going to be displaced, knowing that somebody cares enough about them. Right. So it's very important for them. I want to say to everyone out there, it's really amazing when you see what these students are doing, and as I talk to the students, how they express themselves, saying that some of these children said, I have a family and I have everything I need. and I want to help other people. And I think that's a view that we don't necessarily always get when we talk about our kids in middle school and in high school. What you're seeing here is kids that are involved and kids that care about other kids and care about this community. So I want you to show how much you care about this community by bringing those items we've been talking about to Westwood Middle School. They're going to be waiting for you and hoping to see you show up. It's going to be the month of October, so be sure to come by. Don't take it to Goodwill, bring it to us.